I've seen cities swallow whole inside the mouth of night. Every lie's a lie, every heart breaks without a fight. Even time lost patience with this tired age of dust. Won't speak louder now, but the words forgot their trust. We started fearing even the sound of our own names. Lost faces staring back through self-created flames. Even gods grew weary in these silent crowded streets. Prayers are on discount, hope comes with hidden fees. Oh, truth dies quietly, unseen beneath the glitter screens. Oh, wrapped in noise and gold until no meaning breathes. Conscience became vintage, a language out of trade. Even souls are leased and freedom's retrograde. Forget what they should learn. The streets don't know of gods, they only know the code. Each phase an algorithm, each staring overload. Minds are rusted wires, hearts beating on electric dead. Death feels cinematic, humanity's reset. I went silent, the city spoke instead of me. Even lies fell honest next to what we claim to be. Darkness forgot me, but I memorized this tongue. Loneliness grew inside like a prayer left unsung. Every step's an echo, every quiet is the end. Nights whisper softly, nothing knows you, my friend. Words became the change, rhythm is the chord I face. And I'm still exiled without knowing my own case. Forget what they should learn. God stopped speaking, not out of wrath but boredom. No one was listening anyway. Humanity overdosed on answers and the questions starved to death. Time became a disease no one bothers to cure. Everything still moves but nothing truly live. Cities hum like open wounds, vibrating with forgotten meanings. People collide, not to touch but to transfer data. Hearts keep beating, fateless eyes remain open but no one sees. Thought has grown too heavy to fit inside words. The soul waits for an update but the signal's gone. The sky is empty, stars don't burn anymore, they just remember. And silence returns like an ancient hymn we no longer deserve. Once there was meaning, then came commentary, then branding, then likes, and finally silence. Because when language dies, only the echo survives. reflection look back, pretending to know the truth. I became my own creator and my own mistake. Every thought turned into a religion, every doubt a prophet. I pray to my own voice until it stopped believing in me. The city became my temple, the noise my choir. Every screen blessed me with another version of myself. I call that illusion identity, I call that silence faith. Now I stand in front of my own ruin, surrounded by broken beliefs, wondering if the God I created was ever awake at all. Maybe he slept inside me, dreaming of being human. Maybe I am that dream, still pretending to be real. Doesn't need meaning, just noise. And the louder we speak, the more we disappear. I once thought I found truth in silence, but even silence has learned to lie. So I whisper now, not to be heard, but to remember that one. There was something called a soul. Colors now, carrying every day that no longer feel the weight of any moment. The line between night and day bleeds across the horizon like an old wound. Even the sun has lost its will to rise, tired of shining on the same unchanging faces. Man, a broken clock that still believes it's working, always pointing to the past, mistaking motion for life. The heart of time still beats, but its rhythm is off. Minutes stumble drunk, years collide like ghosts in traffic. Every memory's a gravestone, every breath a shovel, and I, the great digger, burying my own past. Even the gods are bored now, prayers sound like copy and paste. Souls waiting for updates, eternity is frozen like a crash server in heaven. The back of time is scarred, and we call those scars civilization. Every invention is just a new way to decay. Maybe eternity is a sentence even God couldn't finish, and we are the half silence, stuck in this middle. looked into the mirror. My face was there, but the meaning was gone. My eyes still stayed back, but through someone else. Time passed without looking at me, and I couldn't look at myself either. The man in the mirror was just a memory. Maybe he never existed at all. When I was a child, silence lived inside me. As I grew older, the silence began to speak. Now every word I say sounds like the echo of that silence. When did humanity stop believing its own voice? Every morning I wake up just to forget the word every night I search for what I forgot. Faces change, names fade, but the same exhaustion remains. My soul walks between memory, a shadow carrying traces of lives I never lived. Sometimes I wonder, maybe I was never born. Maybe I dreamed a dream inside another dream, and I'm still trying to wake up. Every time I say me, another echo drifts away. With every breath I dissolve a little more. The day I stopped trying to know myself, I thought I'd found peace, but peace was just another identity, a quieter prison. Now even the voice inside me doesn't sound like mine. At the center of everything there's a void, and in that void our heart still beats. But I'm sure now it isn't mine, because I've already gone silent. Because there's no self left. Yeah. Understanding, or even silence has learned how to pretend. No quiet is pure anymore. Every silence hides something. Even when we stop talking, we keep lying. Because sometimes the things we don't say are dirtier than our words. There's a silence echoing inside me, as if someone killed the truth and buried the body within. No matter how still I stay, the smell of that decay remains. once was peace. Now it's just an accomplice. It doesn't tell the truth anymore, it hides it. Even when mouths are closed, our interests keep speaking. Even when eyes are shut, the ego never sleeps, the world no longer prays. It only waits for some to change. But once nothing to move, I looked into silence and silence looked back at me. And for the first time I understood, sometimes a lie can look as harmless as quiet, but nothing burns deeper than that. Light now, it doesn't reveal, it hides with elegance. Everything looks dirtier under too much brightness. People stare at glow and scream, forget their own darkness. Light is no longer a god, it's an advertisement. Faith rebranded, hope on sale. We stop trusting our eyes because everything we see is owned by someone. Even the soul feels least. The city is darker than the night, yet no one turns the lights off. Silence feels like guilt, and rest looks suspicious. No one sees anymore, they just watch. Humanity forgot how to witness. Light didn't save us, it only made our shadows longer. And I realized darkness never killed the truth, the overdose of light did. Now everything is visible, yet nothing makes sense. The shape of light is the tombstone of truth. Algorithms prey in binary, prophets live in comment sections. Every opinion is a product, every truth a marketing strategy. We worship the loudest voice, not the truest one. Silence died because no one clicked it. Thought became entertainment, pain became content. Every tragedy needs a soundtrack, every scream subtitles. I scroll through existence like an endless feed, waiting for something real low. The noise watches me back, learning my fears, curating my soul. And sometimes I wonder, if the world stopped speaking, will we still exist? Or are we just echoes, recorded for someone else's silence?